Part 20, part 21. Welcome back. Very excited to have you here. Please make sure you like the stream. Assuming you're going to like it at the outset. I hope you enjoy. See what happens today. A new journal entry to check out. Met a crazy man in Saint Denis. A professor, no less. Marco Dragic. I'm still amazed by what I experienced. He had me control a tiny boat remotely. How? I have no idea. I did not understand any of it, but even though he was annoying and a sharp mouth, he seemed obviously highly intelligent. Was I duped? I have no idea. Wouldn't be the first time I've fallen for the rantings of an intelligent man telling me how to think. Dutch. Dutch. Okay, that's pretty obvious. I'm pretty heavy-handed there, but... Only he didn't tell me how to think. Whole thing was odd. Told me to come see him at his lab in Dover Hill. Maybe. That is a huge line. Only he didn't tell me how to think. I look at this as probably being, I mean, if you think about, okay, so Dr. Mick, what's the difference between what to think and how to think? What to think is very content driven. It's basically like, here's some holes, plug them with this. How to think is the strategy through which you make sense of the world around you. And I think that Dutch has taught Arthur and the gang to think of anything that you don't understand or anything that isn't part of the group. Approach it with skepticism. View the group as a cohesive unit that deserves your loyalty. Filter what the group does accordingly. Right? Like, he's teaching them broader interconnected concepts, and he's teaching them how to consider those concepts. He's also teaching them through action and what they do. So it's one thing to say, hate the O'Driscolls, right? Colm O'Driscoll is an asshole, is what to think. How to think is... when you see somebody on the outside that appears not to have the best interests of the group because you look for these certain factors, judge them accordingly. He's also maybe teaching them how to use their own personal experience to make sense of the world around them, right? Teaching them how to inductively reason their way through the world. Potentially providing certain nuggets of knowledge to help them deductively reason the world. But that's a really cool insight from Arthur to recognize that he's been taught how to think in addition to what to think. And the how to think is going to be infinitely more powerful. I went to an art gallery. Seems fine and fancy living ain't quite so different from life in the wilderness robbing stagecoaches. It was an exhibition of paintings by the artist I met a couple of times. Charles something or other. French fella. Seems he'd been doing more than painting his models. Their husbands weren't so keen on the liberties he'd taken with his subject matter. Whole thing descended into a brawl. Had to help him escape. Took McDaniels in and watched him fry. Weren't very nice. Weren't very humane. The professor got upset and got involved before possibly killing himself with electricity. And I never got paid any money. If they catch me, I pray they hang me. That chair is the work of the devil. There it is. Oh. Shady Bell. I always heard Saint Denis was one of the 7 wonders of the world. If this is so, I don't care much to see the other 6. It's a depressing place. It shows you the only thing worse than people is a whole lot of people. Hear, hear, brother. I've not ever met a lizard in a suit before, only now I have, and his name is Angelo Bronte. He's either our salvation or our damnation. This city's strongman arrived from Italy a few years ago and now knows and controls everything and everyone. He had not harmed Jack, other than feeding him strange food, and Dutch seems to think that maybe we could get something from this oily dictator. Personally, I don't trust him more than I trust any hungry animal not to try and eat me, but for now, we're somewhat safe and hidden. The whole place gives me the creeps. Mary wrote to me. Wants to see me again. Oh, Mary, what fools we are. What a fool I am. No, sir, you set your boundary. Saw Mary and the awful daddy, who's taken to drink, which unsurprisingly ain't improved him a whole lot. What a foul pig he is, taking to hawking off family heirlooms and cursing the world for it. Still a stuck-up son of a bitch. Now Mr. Linton has passed away, I wonder what he wants for his daughter. Funny thing is, I love her, and yet I'm a bad lot. Old daddy is a good, uptight man, and yet he treats his daughter like a possession to be mistreated and abused as he sees fit. Strange creatures, man. I don't know. All I know is that I love her, and she both loves and detests me. Never worked before, and it won't ever work now, yet it gnaws at me. The idea of it gnaws at me like a sickness. Got to give all that nonsense up. I'm an outlaw, a murderer, a man with a code different to ordinary folk, and Mary ain't never going to be from my world. Wow. That's actually really powerful. In some ways, kind of makes you rethink his nature of his relationship to Mary. Like, if Arthur is choosing to be an outlaw, to be a bad person, and he sees that like Mary would be indicative of the good in him, the part of him that wants to settle down or whatever. Sort of interesting, like what those boundaries mean, right? Now, I also think that Mary is maybe not. She's not treating Arthur particularly well. It has certainly been my contention throughout this entire playthrough, but it's interesting to see Arthur say that Mary represents somebody that would bring the good out in him. And that his choice to be with the gang and to do bad deeds is almost like protecting her. Now, she obviously set a boundary, so I'm a little less like, okay, Arthur, let her have her own boundaries, because she turned him down, so. That's all we got.
Who's there?
Karen, I'm right. What do you mean, who's there?
Arthur, you dumbass.
Welcome back, Arthur.
I like that. Arthur, you dumbass. Yeah, no shit. What's Lenny got for us here? Lenny got a little something? Lenny!
I know you saw me in town with my wife.
I never knew you were married.
It's hard, Arthur. I love her, but I can't stand still. Can't do it.
Poor woman.
Okay.
Oh, she's fine. She knows who she married.
Did she?
No, probably not.
Okay, see you later. Lenny. What you got for me?
Hey, Arthur.
What up, dog?
What you doing?
Nothing.
I don't believe you.
It's just a little robbery, all right? Nothing serious.
Good. What are you robbing?
A stage. There's a stage coming through. According to the fella I met, it'll have a bunch of money aboard and no security whatsoever as it comes up the river trail between here and Catfish Jackson.
Okay. That sounds worth investigating. You and, who?
I don't know. I thought I'd do it on my own. It'll be unprotected. Won't be a huge take, but I should make out okay.
There ain't no such thing as unprotected. Now, who you want to go with?
I guess you.
Now?
I don't need no hand-holding offer.
Oh, come on, kid. But if we decide to do it once we've had a look, I'm taking half the money.
All right, let's get going then. It should be on its way right now.
Oh, there's so many angles to take on this. This is not a benign exchange. This is not small potatoes here. Lenny is showing that he wants to be autonomous. He wants to act on his own. He wants to show his worth individually. That doesn't work for the group. Arthur, as an extension of Dutch, extension of the leadership arm of the Vanderlyn gang, is reinforcing for Lenny, nuh-uh. You got to have somebody with you. We got to do this as a group because we need to reinforce in everybody's mind that you need the group. Because as soon as people start becoming autonomous and self-sufficient, they no longer need the group. Thus, the group's needs can no longer be served. And by the group's needs, I mean the needs of Dutch that have been undifferentiated from the group. So Arthur is pulling a bro move for Dutch here by saying to Lenny, I'm going with you. Make no mistake, autonomy is the antithesis to this group staying together. Don't think it's any small deal that Arthur is pushing this idea that he's got to do this with him. Now, certainly you could also make the argument that Arthur's just trying to protect him. Arthur thinks he needs to have somebody with him, whatever, right? But like, you got to think about the wider implications of how this group runs. If Lenny all of a sudden is self-sufficient, he robs the stagecoach on his own, he makes a shitload of money. Okay. He does that a couple more times. He goes, what the hell do I need this group for? All they do is keep getting me in trouble. So maybe it's a bro move for Lenny. Maybe Arthur's trying to protect him. If that, and I think there's probably some truth to that. But we again, always keep in mind the context through which certain processes happen, because you don't see a lot of people acting solo in this group. We need everybody to feel like the group is a necessity to them. Arthur needs it too, by the way. Arthur needs to feel important and like he belongs. Everybody here needs to feel like they belong to this group. Arthur, by being in a leadership position, has a little bit more of an opportunity to facilitate that and pull the strings on. It's less of a skeptical view and more of a like, just, think about the broader implications of what that means for the group and how it's constructed. And start looking for patterns, right? Like, if we start seeing people assert autonomy and then the group is trying to yank them back, it tells us something about the group and what's required of it.
Seems like only yesterday you and me was shooting our way in here to rob those fools.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be glad to leave this place behind, if I'm honest. Got a bad feel to it.
Yeah, I bet.
Got a roof?
You've got a roof. Of course, I'm outside with the juniors.
Oh, you ain't even 20 years old. Your time will come. Let's go, girl.
That's right. Put us in our place, Lenny.
Follow me. I saw a good spot for an ambush.
So who's the feller told you about this?
It's a sound lead, I told you.
And what did he have to gain by giving you this information?
You mean, did I give him money or a gun? You're just gonna have to trust me on this one, Arthur.
Okay, I do. You've more than proved yourself the past 6 months.
Don't forget, I was on the run for murder before falling in with you boys. For 3 years. It ain't like I'm new to any of this.
Those fellers who killed your pa?
Yep. And I'd do it again right now.
Of course.
Yes, he is, Sloppy. Yes, he is. I like Lenny. Lenny's been a solid dude for as long as we've known him. I like also that Lenny doesn't just follow the roads. He takes shortcuts. I admire that. Nice quiet ride.
Okay, here we are.
All right.
Let's leave the horses off the road to the right here.
Can do. I do like that Arthur is... You know, it's interesting that you have to put it this way.
I figured we take up position behind these rocks.
But Arthur's letting Lenny take the lead here, and I think that's really cool, right? Like, there's... And this is just a real brief thing about leadership, right? Arthur is in some ways explicitly stated to be a leader of the group, but is more the implicit leader. Well, generally, explicit leaders are allowed to have the leadership roles in these minor moments like this when you have subgroups, because the implicit leader allows it to happen. Usually how you can tell, right? So Arthur giving Lenny a chance to be the leader here and follow him, I think is super important for Lenny's sense of importance and belonging in the group. And that's a good thing. Like, I'm complimenting Arthur for this. I think that's really neat that he's doing that. And Lenny's taking it. And I hope this goes well, because a lot of the stuff that Lenny has brought for us has gone well, aside from getting wasted in Valentine. Autonomy, in terms of psychology, Fool, means a sense of understanding one's self as separate from a group. So though we belong to certain groups like families and clubs and cohorts and stuff like that, we also are our own individuals with our own needs and our own values and convictions. And autonomy means being in touch with that, and in some ways not always acting on the convictions of the group, but instead thinking about your own personal values and acting on that. Autonomy is something that humans come to have more of a sense of as they move into their teenage years. You get a little bit of it like when you're like a toddler, but it's different. It's not as developmentally complex. Like when a toddler says no, that's them flexing autonomy. It's them recognizing they have some influence on the environment, but it's not very complicated. You get to like a teenager, they start to have a sense of self. Is like, wait a minute, I don't necessarily have to be part of this family. I don't have to hang out with this group of people. I have my own values. Like, you start to assert more and more autonomy as you go later on in your life. So Lenny saying, I want to do this on my own, is an assertion of his autonomy. I believe that I'm capable of doing a task like this without the assistance of anybody, right? And so, again, if the group has a bunch of super autonomous and competent people, the group no longer serves a purpose that's bigger than the individual values that are within it, and the group will fragment and will potentially become obsolete. And families sometimes do this in real life. Parents who perceive teenage autonomy as a threat to the family will usually overcompensate with a bunch of rules and bullshit with no explanation. And autonomy doesn't have to be a threat to a group. In fact, you can facilitate autonomy within groups, and that actually can strengthen the group as a whole.
Yeah, seems good.
The stage should be coming up the river from Catfish Jackson any time now.
It's just a way to look at it, Shelbs. I don't know that I would qualify it as good or bad. I mean, autonomy and individuality really are, in some ways, synonymous with each other. But we can recognize our individuality and our connectedness at the same time.
And
I
I
think
don't
that's
see no escorts.
the higher level.
This should be a cakewalk.
All right, Lenny, don't speak too soon, buddy.
You see any? As soon as they're close enough, we'll jump out, hit them fast.
Just wait for my lead, okay?
Oh, Arthur, let Lenny do it.
I said wait for my lead.
This is a robbery. Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air. I said drop the weapon. Okay, okay. Just take it easy. All right, boy. Anyone else? Anyone inside there? Answer me. Last chance. Come out, or we're coming in.
Oh, son of a bitch.
U.S. Marshals, you're under arrest.
Oh my God.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god, I cannot shoot tonight. Ooh. Jesus, Lenny.
Yeah. Are you?
Evidently.
That was not the way I was expecting things to go.
You took us into a trap.
Look, I'm telling you, it was good information. Wait. Look, there's some money here. Not much.
Yeah, it ain't much, because it was a trap. Stage companies do this all the time. They set up traps to catch fools.
Shit.
Like you and me.
I feel like a fool.
Well, that's good, because you are a fool. You're still alive, so don't worry too much about it. Come on, get out of here before any more turn up.
All right. See you back at camp.
$100. Man, that really sucks though. Like, these people, if they know that they're being set up, like, you're in massive danger. Who in the hell would agree to this? Hey, yeah, let's just open ourselves up to getting shot by outlaws. That just seems really dumb. Now, that said... Oh, howdy, fellas. Can I not take this wagon? I want to take the stagecoach. Oh, that's crazy. That sucks that you can't take these. That big sucks. Look at that. All those horses.
Hey there, girl.
Well, whatever. All right. All right, we'll go back to camp. We'll talk to Hosea in the morning.
Yeah.
They didn't think they'd run into an outlaw with protagonist plot armor. Yeah, right? Any outlaw but you would have lost that fight. It's a great point, Pablo. Great point. This is my favorite gun. I gotta get it cleaned up. There we go.
Okay there. Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Mick, been listening to your album. Wait a minute. And Flight Crew was perfect for a snowy midnight walk after an emotional night with my best friend. Oh man, Stiv, thank you for telling me that. Thank you for listening. By the way, for anybody who's watching on the VOD, if you haven't purchased Voyager in the merch store, you can certainly do that. But also, it's available now on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon Music, any streaming service. You can download and listen to Voyager. And I appreciate those of you that have been listening to it and supporting it. There's also commemorative merchandise in the merch store for Voyager. Like t-shirts and stuff. Thank you, Pope.
Who's that?
Alright, let's get ourselves a nap here.
But you'll be okay.
Is Voyager on Pandora? It should be. It releases at midnight, wherever you are, but I don't know for sure if it's on. It should be, but I don't know. You have to search for, you search for like Voyager Mick, it should pop up. And I go the wrong direction every single time. There. Alright. World's dumbest bed right here. God damn it. Oh my god. This bed is so annoying. I do need to shave, so I guess maybe we'll do that real quick. Trim the chops. There we go. Hey, Weirdick. I'm glad it went well. Oh. Yeah, the mustache is where it's at. I'm really a big fan of that. All right. Hosea, what do you got for me, brother? Down we go. Arthur has the stash Mick wishes he could grow. You are absolutely correct.
So what do you think of this place?
You folks sure move around a lot.
Yep, that's how it goes. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Okay, then.
Just a minor little linguistic thing. This is relatively benign, but I still think interesting to point out. Sadie still doesn't consider herself to be part of the group. And it is very obvious just in the way that she said that, right? You guys sure move around a lot. She didn't say we move around a lot. Said you guys do. Now, she may be referring to leadership, but my sense is that Sadie is still conceptualizing herself as being somewhat part of the group, but not necessarily ideologically part of the group. Like, I don't know that I would look at Sadie and think, yeah, she's ride or die. Her circumstances of even becoming a member were kind of shitty, so it's understandable. But, like, again, language matters. You get a lot of information from if you just listen to how people say stuff. Because a lot of people don't think super intentionally about how they talk on the day-to-day like this. All right, Hosea. You got
Hosea?
Hey, Arthur.
Come on! If we're gonna make it to this party, we sure as shit better clean up a little.
So we're doing this?
Oh, yeah. Old friend Dutch Van der Linde's finally showing his true colors. Social climbing.
Old
boy.
Senor Bronte, that horrendous snake, has invited us to the ball, Cinderella. So my suggestion is we go and get you a gown.
You son of a bitch.
Good thing I cleaned up. Maybe Shubs. It's a possibility. Oh, God.
Ridiculous. Utterly.
I ain't
Oh,
never
God.
been to a ball in my life.
Nor have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There can be fine pickings.
No pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
Well, I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be something else.
Gentlemen, Luca, I'm afraid the mayor does not allow guns at official functions.
No?
After last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte.
I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen.
Hoagie McIntosh looking good tonight.
This way, please, gentlemen. Senior Bronte will be so pleased that you made it.
We are honored to be here.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Come, this way.
Oh, lordy.
Shall we? Mr. Bronte is a very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre.
Senor Napoli?
As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has a thing, you know, respect.
Say, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony.
Bill's looking good, man, with the flood pants. I freaking love it. All right, me and Dutch. Oh, this is something. Look at all this fine art and marble. Mahogany trim.
The angry cowboys, you've arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to whore and despoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war. I mean, hero, they say, but that is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife, it's unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you.
Yikes.
And that is Hector Fellows. This self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
None taken. None taken! All these vulgar people. They hate me. Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you are very busy, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Yes. Go, enjoy yourselves, and mingle with this vulgar scum. It'll make you long for the days when you could shoot each other and screw cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go, what exactly are your plans here?
Well, we've not made any... Well, we are going to need some money.
Money, yes, of course. But there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you... As a guest? Yes. As my guest? Bah, do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me.
Wow. Okay, two things. One, Rockstar, looking at you. You can't smoke cigars if you don't cut them. I got distracted by the fact that they're smoking cigars that weren't cut. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, more importantly. this is a fascinating look into the dissonance and psyche of Dutch. What we've heard Dutch say throughout this entire playthrough is that we have no use for society. We have no use for the modern wave of progressive whatever that's coming through America. We are the antithesis to that. We are actively working against that. That is the enemy. He also can't help himself. I think Dutch being very passive aggressively put in his place here, in his very subtle but subtly obvious reaction to that as being like hurt by that, shows us that he wants to matter. And he's constantly trying to figure out how to matter more. And the very thing that he advocates for as a leader in the group is the antithesis to growing and becoming more well-known and adored in these types of spaces. So how, rough of an experience that must be for him to be like, wait a second, this group that I've invested my life into that's full of a bunch of people that follow me borderline unconditionally, being affiliated with that group is something that creates a significant barrier to me mattering in other circles that are even bigger than I'm currently in, which he just desperately wants. He was very clearly conceptualized by this guy as like, you're just a workhorse. You're nothing to me in this group of people. You are not important. You can dress yourself up. You can twirl your mustache all you want. But at the end of the day, all you are is just a rancher that likes to fuck cows. That's really all that. That's exactly what he said. And that's going to cut super deep on Dutch. I'm going to be real curious to see what happens here with how he handles the rest of this meeting. Because he's scrambled. Dutch, as much as Dutch talks about hating this, Dutch wants this so bad. Dutch wants opulence. He wants to matter. He wants influence, adoration.
And welcome once again to Saint Denis. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves. Okay. Go find the mayor if you can and stay out of trouble. And steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall and what's his name, Milton, knows we're here. Gentlemen, be well.
Oh, definitely not subtle drums. Yeah, no. I mean, it was. I like to call it obviously subtle, right? Like he veiled it as like a joke, but it also like very clearly wasn't a joke. Like it's one of those things that like if you're relatively dense, you may not catch it. You may actually go along with it and think you're one of the guys. But if you're reasonably intelligent, like Arthur is, and perceptive, as Arthur sits there and observes, you know that he's talking shit. He's absolutely talking shit. He put us in our place very quickly. All right, let's mingle with the rich folk. Feathersome Chambers. Boy, he comes up with the craziest names.
Interest you in a glass of champagne?
Yeah, why not? Thank you, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Oh, very sorry.
Good evening.
Hello, sir. Can I help you, sir? Not quite sure yet.
Try.
Mostly I fail, but I try.
Evening, ladies.
How do you do?
Excuse me, sir.
Get me a bloody drink, will you? A small one. Just big enough for me to swim lengths in, you know?
Yes, madam.
You know, I'm drunk. You know, I used to be a great beauty. And an even greater wit. Time. What a total bastard it is, huh? And again, I always loved bastards. The real ones, I mean. Wedlock. Hugely overrated. I tried it enough. Well, I mean, I tried both. You know, bastards and marriage. I even married a bastard. It didn't work out so good. Oh my God. I should not have got up this morning. I need to go and sit down and have a little rest. I'm just gonna... Is anybody listening to me?
I am, ma'am. I'm just...
I know I look like a drunken harlot, but let me be very clear, young man. I am a drunken harlot.
Understood. Understood. You gotta find the real folks.
This is what town that you have here, Mr. Jameson.
Oh, I don't live here. I was here for the poker.
Oh, you play?
It's my weakness, my worst vice.
Mine too.
You should have it whipped out of you like you advocate whipping the sin out of others.
Sir, working, and besides, my vice is between me and my maker. I keep winning.
Every gambler says that.
Yo!
Yes, I know, but like I said, the next big tournament, which I will not be attending, is for a game too rich for my blood. I may be a knave, but I am a sensible knave.
Is that so?
Well, sure, I'm not a wealthy man. I run a prison. The old riverboat tournaments are for card sharks and rich fools. A really big stakes game attracts oilmen and such, like, from all over. My pockets are not deep enough for that.
You are a wise man.
I'm a conservative man, at least.
The fact is, since the war, the government has done an awful job of preserving law and order, Mr. Jameson.
Well, I agree, Major. Well, at my prison, we are doing the best to remedy that failing. You know, my friend works in the Caribbean. He faces real rebellion. If we don't act decisively, we will endure the same here, and all of this, all these garden parties and civility, they will be doomed. I believe in civilizing the masses, sir. But the first order of civilization is order. Law and order.
I agree.
Without law and order, we will have anarchy.
But with too much law and order, won't we have dictatorship or worse? Monarchy.
The law should be a dictator. That is the American way.
No, it isn't. Yeah.
Sure. Liberty under the law.
Very interesting.
I'm with you, Dutch.
Mr. Chambers, I must go speak to someone for a second.
Oh my God. Yeah, you could be free, but only if you're like free the way that I want you to be.
Man,
Yeah, I agree, Dutch.
sounds interesting.
I agree. Oh my God. You think Dutch is all about feeding his ego, or greed can never get enough of his ideas getting more insane as things go on, or is it something else? It might be all of the above, Sean. He's a hard guy. He's a simultaneously kind of easy and hard guy to read. Could be all of it. I wish I could ask him.
The truth is, since the war, the country's doomed itself.
I disagree. The war?
The war was 30 years ago. I was just a boy, and since then we have fought more wars, and we will fight more again.
Yeah, wait till you see what's coming.
And what do you think, sir?
I think war is a fine way of thinning the herd.
Exactly.
Good answer.
Man is a
Jeez.
realist.
I cannot believe I am hearing this. Excuse me.
Sometimes, sir, the innocent are the damned. Enjoy your evening. I must go see my wife.
Good evening.
I just want to point out 2 out of 2 interactions here. Who's been the snowflake? Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Who's the one who can't handle a little skepticism? Ooh, I do declare. Throw my cigar on the ground and walk away. Preaching all this liberty business.
You're not such a Philistine as all that, Marie.
No, I am quite that much of a Philistine. Besides which, Monsieur Châtenay, he is a 2-bit charmer. Only the most foolish of women would fall for his nonsense.
Oh, that's quite unfair. I found him delightful. In that French sort of way. He reminds me of someone in book by Balzac.
He reminded me of a hobgoblin, a spellcaster.
You're very unkind, Marie.
I'm honest. Where is that waiter? I need more champagne.
Oh, me too.
Don't mind me, ladies.
How is your husband, Dolores?
I hear he is much improved. He's in Tunis, I believe.
I want to go see what Hope.
Outrageous. These dancers. Well, if that's French culture for you, sign me up for French lessons. Would you like tickets?
What?
This cabaret show at the Theater Romola. It's jolly fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thank you, sir.
Very much.
My pleasure. Good evening.
Oh, I'll drink to that, sir. Thank you very much. Oh, excuse me, sir. What other fine folks can I intermingle with here? Hosea, how are you, sir?
Sort of. Originally. I'm from Quebec, but I left many moons ago. And you?
No, I came down from New York for a job. I'm a banker.
A banker?
An investment banker.
You're the fellows who never lend me money when I need it. And when I've got too much, try to lend me more.
And what do you do, Mr. LaFont?
That's so true.
Furs. But now all sorts. Lumber, leather, even maple syrup. My partners and I represent more like 23% of all the trade heading south from Quebec into the U.S.
And who do you bank with?
Oh, the usual bunch of clowns in New York.
Do you bank with anyone in the South?
Not one I particularly like.
Well, have you considered Lemoyne National Bank?
Oh, I need a big bank, sir. We borrow a lot of money and generate a lot of cash. Some nervous small-town bank could finish us in a bad year.
Small town? We handle more cash and cash equivalents than any bank south of Manhattan, including St. Louis. Almost all the Caribbean trade banks with us. We work with all the remaining cotton growers in the U.S. who still use a lot of cash, and we help finance half the reconstruction projects after the war. We love big clients. And we love cash. Our branch alone here in town has more cash reserves on site than any bank in the entire country, outside of Wall Street and San Francisco.
Well, perhaps we could discuss it further one day, Mr. Knightley. When it comes to bankers, I drive a hard bargain, but I'm very fair in business.
I would at least like the opportunity to show you our business.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find my fiancée.
Of course. And congratulations. A wife is a wonderful thing.
God damn, he's good. He's so good.
Could be interesting. I'll keep investigating.
Damn.
Met some interesting people. What about you? Did you speak to the mayor?
I'm still looking for him.
Well, look a little harder.
Woo!
Is a Pole. A Pole? A Russian. Something like that.
Like a Jew?
Not that bad, but nearly.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Excuse us, sir. We are having
Yeah.
a private conversation.
It's not one I really want to be party to anyway, ladies. What kind of food we got over here, huh? Some mixed nuts. Sir. Sir.
You okay?
Holy shit.
My lord. The pesky nut. What a way to go, eh?
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Algernon Wasp.
Hello? Tacitus Kilgore.
Mr. Kilgore. No, what is it that you do?
I'm an adventurer.
Oh, me too. Pursuer of the exotic and the remarkable.
Oh.
An estate in this land of commonplace heathens.
Tacitus Kilgore. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, much appreciated.
Visit in my atelier.
Yes, your atelier. Yes. I have a few of my own ateliers.
Until I pass away. Good evening.
Oh, yes, good evening to you too, sir. Yes, your atelier. Always do love inviting people to my atelier. Waiter! I need more champagne, waiter. I won't know what to do with my hands during these conversations otherwise.
You're walking away from history, you fool! Women and men both deserve to decide the future. This is meant to be the land of liberty, but somehow I am not free to vote.
You are...
Look me in the eye and tell me in all honesty that I am not the equal of any man you've ever met.
You're preaching again, Mrs. Wicklow.
And you're burying your head in the sand again, sir.
Don't blame me for God's mistakes, if they were mistakes.
What do you mean?
Women are inferior to men, madam. It's not my fault. It's a fact. Undeniable. Demonstrable. I will not deny it simply because of fashion.
I'm intrigued, sir, to hear your argument.
Me too.
I am your clear superior.
But you're neither my better nor my inferior, sir.
Okay, madam. I will not prove it by publicly thrashing you.
Oh, you little bitch.
You're stronger than me, sure. But as civilized beings? Haven't we moved past that? Apparently not.
Yeah, walk away, you little bitch. Can't handle it. Can't handle this conversation.
I will go find some other people to threaten to hit me. If that's okay with you. Sir.
Idiot. Oh, yes, madam. Yes. You married? Never mind. What's up, you little bitch?
Good day, sir. Gentlemen.
do.
I apologize for that woman, sir. The last thing she needs is more champagne.
It's fine, dude.
If she's having a good time.
I'm not sure she is, sir.
Well,
it's really interesting to me to see the difference in how alcohol consumption affects the way people see others in contexts like this when you are with people of high society versus folks like us. So here you have this woman getting wasted on champagne and is, I mean, arguably the most fun person at the party right now. And the waiter, by extension of who he is in service to, is apologizing for that, is suggesting that people losing control is indicative of being less than or not good enough to standard, which tells you that the MO for this group of people is constant control that's predicated on really a foundation of a lost sense of control. That they're so insecure about the influence they have over the world, they're constantly overcompensating and remaining measured and controlled, right? So like these vices that get them out of that is perceived as gross. Whereas when you have people at our level, when we go out to the saloon and we get wasted and everybody's having a good time, that's considered awesome, right? Because it's freeing you up. So in a lot of ways, you're seeing this freedom versus order dynamic play out even in a social gathering like this. You get a lot of information about values when you are around large groups of people and you're seeing the role that control and influence and order has. It's something that's very important to these folks. It's something that is representative of being pushed down by folks on our level because it is inherently oppressive. So we have to apologize for being drunk and having a good time here. And Arthur's like, she looked like she was having a good time. Right? A completely different set of values around this stuff. And it's really interesting, and it makes it hard for people to move up into certain and down to move to permeate through different social contexts because there's just so many different values within them.
Monsieur?
All right. These, at least, though, these people know how to smoke cigars. Arthur could learn a thing or two from them.
evening, folks.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour. Je vous salue. Evening, all.
Monsieur.
Playing in a way that or Dr. Mick's playing in a way that nobody has, or Rockstar's adding new content. I didn't realize I'm seeing so many things that people haven't seen.
How are you all doing?
Let me just see if there's any interesting conversations being had over here.
Hello.
Howdy, folks.
Good evening.
Hi there. All right. I think we covered it. Let's go talk to the mayor.
Oh, how do you do?
Howdy, sir.
It ain't complex, MU. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, what say you and me cool off?
Get your hands off me.
Come on, sleep it off.
Go on, get.
Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party. Hello.
Yeah. Saying dumbass racist shit while you're drunk. And I ain't got no tolerance for that. You were saying, fellas?
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
There's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. The writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Excuse me, pardon. Excuse me, pardon. Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Please say something about Cornwall. Yes. Find out what. Sure.
Hello, sir.
Howdy.
No problems?
Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Turek.
Hey! Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Jip and beat him. We will not have standard slip in this house. I'm sorry, sir, but the party's in the garden. The residence is purely for family. I do hope you understand.
I do.
Forgive me. I was unaware.
Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. The standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
Jesus. Apparently that's some of the superiority we've been talking about.
Leviticus Cornwall.
Get out of there, Arthur. What are you doing?
Top secret. Extremely confidential.
Not the place.
Very interesting.
Ooh, okie dokie. What do we have here? From the office of the mayor, city of Saint-Denis, Lemoyne, May 1899. Monsieur Angelo, yet again, the city is in debt to you, and I am flabbergasted by your generosity. The magnificent gift you provided will prove to be a cornerstone in our financing of our dream of establishing a world-renowned university in our city. We are now well on our way to the funds necessary to found both the Divinity School and the Humanities College. Future students in Lemoyne owe a great deal to the vision of men such as you. I'm forever grateful. Your friend, Henri Lemieux. Okie dokie. Letter to Bronte from the mayor. I didn't realize I was reading that as as Lemieux. That was maybe not. That was a little more Trelawney. Yeah, I didn't realize I was reading that as. I should have read who I was reading that as. Can't really pull off much of a French dialect. But... all right, let's get back to Dutch. Look at all the detail in this place. What a gorgeous home.
Find anything? I think so.
Nothing.
Oh, I should have read it.
Town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. Arthur? Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course. Now, I think I found out how we can grab some of it. A big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on.
I'm interested in that high-stakes poker game.
Here comes Lenny. All right, let's get in. Go home.
I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it. Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Hosea is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law reacts.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.
Always one more score, huh? And we get out of here. Tale as old as time. I gotta say, experiencing this game again through a different perspective is really refreshing. Thanks for the awesome content. Thanks for watching it. Thanks for the kind words, Sloppy. Appreciate that. I hope y'all are enjoying it. This is a really great opportunity for me to say. First of all, if you are enjoying it, please hit the thumbs up button down below. Those of you that come out here and you watch me live, I appreciate so much that you come out here and that you interact with me and you talk to each other and are part of this with me. It's wonderful to have so many friends along for the ride. If you are watching the VOD right now, thank you so much for taking the time to make it all the way up to episode 21. I really appreciate your support of my content. It means so much to me. Please make sure that you also hit the like button. And if you want to ever catch us live, I stream 9:30 p.m. Pacific time every night except for Mondays. I am also grateful. I want to say thank you to anybody who becomes a member of the channel. A great way to financially support the channel. All the funds go to me making sure that this is a meaningful experience and making sure that I stay on top of the TikToks and stuff like that. So those of you that become members or send a few bucks my way while I'm offline, thank you so much for doing that. I see you. I'm sorry I don't get to say thank you directly when you do it, but it does really mean a lot to me. Those links are down in the description as well. Feel free to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter as well. But grateful for all of your support. Y'all are awesome. Hey, Chief, it's going well. We love the VOD watchers. Yes, we do. Where's home? Tahiti. Yeah, right? I don't think anybody here could even point to Tahiti on a map. Alright, so what do we got here? This is my first stream of yours. It's very interesting and fun. Well, thank you. Algernon. Oh, yeah. Let's go talk to this guy. The guy that I saved from choking on a peanut. I want to go see what he's got. Morning.
Good seeing you in action with those Foreman boys. Like the old days.
Oh, I'm just glad we got Tilly back.
Was right. About what? Saint Denis. How so? It ain't romantic. It's evil.
Evil can be very romantic.
Shut up. I talked to this couple in town. They told me there's this old rumor about people drinking blood. Human blood in town.
That's just a silly old wives' tale.
What? Blood drinking ain't romantic enough for you?
Depends on whose blood.
Very funny.
Good to see the ladies getting along. And we also get theater tickets. Yes, we did. I live in Las Vegas, Pedro. Have you considered playing Mafia Definitive Edition? I have not.
Mr. Morgan.
Yes, Reverend?
I've been wanting to ask you something. I've been wanting to for days.
Okay. What is it?
I can't remember. Oh, this frightful curse. I've ruined my life with it.
Then stop doing it.
Oh, no, sir. I can't do that. Really. I can't.
Oh, you could. It would just suck a lot. Yeah, it's brutal, man. Alcoholism is no joke.
Mick and me. Always laughing at me. All the way across the Atlantic, nearly as far as the Pacific. Always laughing at me. Lying to me and laughing to me.
What's the matter, Molly?
You okay?
All of you turned him against me.
You're driving yourself crazy. Well, I should get back to it.
Oh, yeah, I had a thought about this that I hadn't shared last time, and I'm going to bring it up now. I don't remember if I ever said this. Molly is always going to be compared to the woman Dutch lost. because I don't think Dutch has like fully worked through that. And when Molly keeps talking about how Dutch just doesn't seem to be as present with her as she is with him, it's because that's the barrier. The barrier is that he lost the woman that he loved without ever having the ability to really like work through that or anticipate that it was happening. And so every woman he meets will always be in comparison to her. I know we had the conversation about how he seems to be interested in the young women. And it could be that Molly getting older is part of what's causing an issue between the two of them, because she no longer matches the idealized version of Annabelle. And so as she gets older, all of a sudden, no, right? Or she's, she fills a void, but because he's not really going there, it never quite makes it, right? Like she's never going to quite live up to the standard. Because Dutch is internalized an ideal, right? At this point, Annabelle's not a realistic representation in his mind. She is a idealized version. So no woman is ever going to live up to that until he is willing to actually take a realistic. And I don't know when or if he will ever do that. She's got the deck stacked against her hardcore. Now, she is unwilling to look at Dutch and hold him accountable for that. She thinks that all of us are doing it. Let's get ourselves some food real quick. And then
Mr. Morgan, folks is wondering what's happened to you.
Nothing, Miss Grimshaw.
Nothing is right. That's the point. That's the point. Work, Mr. Morgan. Folk need feeding. I never took you for the lazy type.
Not helping my lungs, and well, I'll be dead. But before that,
whatever, Miss Grimshaw.
We'll need more food soon, Mr. Morgan.
I hear you, Mr. Pearson. Feel free to go and catch it yourself.
I had bad luck with deer, sir. But if you set me out to sea,
murderers,
You need me to bring you some food back? Is that what we're looking at here?
I didn't.
But
I was very wrong.
Oh, there's no stew.
I want you to know that.
Thank you.
That's for sure.
Ooh, I wish we could have seen that conversation. It's been at least 3 streams since you donated. Glad you're taking. I'm so glad you're keeping track of that, Joms. Ooh, Sadie's got something too. All right, I want to go see what this guy's got. What up, Jen A? You beautiful girl. You fabulous steed.
Okay, girl.
I've done so much for this camp. Somebody else has got to be. I mean, why not have Charles go out and hunt?
Easy, easy.
Nah, I'm not hunting turkeys. I'm not hunting turkeys right now. That ain't what I'm here for. I'm here to go talk to this guy. Guy was choking on a peanut. Might turn into a lot of cash.
Somebody please help me. Oh.
What's
Hey,
up?
You, please, gotta help me.
What's the matter, man?
Some fellas broke into our place. I got away, but they got my wife. Please, mister. You gotta do something.
All right, where is she?
It's sacked out in the swamp by the water.
Okay, go on, see if you can find the law. I'll do what I can.
I go about finding more help.
Arthur, there's a reason he's asking you. You can't tell black people to go talk to the police in 1899, you idiot. It doesn't work that way. Oh, I just want to shake him. Be like, knock it off with that shit. Oh shit.
Oh, just kill me.
Howdy, folks! You've used your last horse.
Oh, please, please. Please untie me now.
Sorry I weren't here sooner.
Thank the Lord you showed up when you did.
I got you, miss. I got you. Okay.
You saved my honor. Christ, what a mess. Would you please get them out of here? I can't stand to touch them, and I don't want them rotting indoors.
Totally understand.
You're all right now, ma'am. It's over.
Let's hope my Horus found another guardian angel like you.
All right, Alligator Jesus, now's your time. Now's your time. Oh, ye denizen of the deep. It is I, Arthur, who comes to offer you a humble sacrifice in the form of men who are about to desecrate this fine woman. I humbly ask that you show yourself and take these men to the great beyond.
Just one more.
Oh, I got him. Don't you worry. Don't you worry yourself, miss. I'm gonna chuck this one farther out into the bayou, I think. I see me some gators over here, chat. Come on. Oh, I do declare. I do declare. Alligator Jesus is alive and well. Come on over here. Come on over. Yeah. Alligator Jesus. As this man floats down the river, ready to atone for these terrible deeds he did commit, I ask that you bring your hardy jaws around this man's torso and drag him to the pits of hell. Or he'll just sink to the bottom of the lake. Come on, maybe that guy, maybe. Is this Alligator Jesus? Is this our man Alligator Jesus? Come on over. Come on over. Real still. Come on, get yourself a feeding. He's coming. Come on. Come on. I know you see him. I know you see him down there. Oh yeah. Yeah, you hungry. You hungry. Oh, get yourself some food. He did it! He did it! He doth take him to the gates of hell! He did it! Carry him away! All praise Alligator Jesus! Praise be him! Ah! Let it be known that in episode 21, Alligator Jesus does show his head. It must be the streams that have ones at the end of them. We got him in episode 11. We got him in episode 21.
There's some money I put away in the sack there. It ain't enough, but please take it.
I really don't need it, ma'am, but if you insist.
Oh, thank you again. You my guardian angel.
Appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Appreciate the $50, ma'am. Come on, Jenny. Man, that feels good, chat. That feels good. Get another Alligator Jesus sighting. Big fan. Big fan. All right. Now let's go see what this guy's got.
Yeah.
Did we find her husband? I don't know. Hopefully he finds his way back home. I don't know. He could be anywhere by now. I ain't gonna worry much about that. He'll find his way home.
Yeah.
Man, episode 21 has been a fabulous one so far. I do declare.
Out of the damn way.
Yeah. Come on, Jenny. You're good. You're good, girl.
Yep. Yep.
So, I got a little story for you, chat. Some fine folks down in Saint Denis one time were talking to me about a stretch of wetlands that represented a lot of desolation, not a lot of opportunity. There just wasn't too much going on. Now, mind you, when I was having this happen, while I was in town, I was a busy man. I had a lot of plates I was juggling. I had missions to do. I had people that were counting on me. I had fine folks all around that had asked me to do lots of things. So it was a lot to try to juggle another plate. Person says to me, well, sir, there's going to be some wetland, and there's going to be a blue house on the other side of it where you may meet a fine man. I said, sir, I don't know. I got a lot going on. He said, no. You gotta find that house because there is lots going on. And you've got lots of opportunity there. I said, well, I don't want to traverse through that bayou. And the man said, well, I promise you, if you make the effort to go out there, you will find something to help you get over that wetland. I'm not trying to put pressure, but I definitely recommend it. And I said, sir, I will cross that bridge when I get to it. I'll be here all night.
Well, just the other day, I saw a man get bucked right off his horse. Charlie scared the damn thing and it took off like a bat out of hell. Huh.
You ain't scaring nobody.
I ain't trying to scare nobody, sir.
bonjour.
All right. Algernon Wasp, purveyor of the exquisite.
Hey, partner.
Ooh, got a ceiling fan. What a beautiful little place this man has.
One moment, please. This is extremely delicate.
Ooh, this man makes some fine hats. Ooh, we about to get ourselves a hat.
Hey.
There. Oh, wonderful. May I help you?
Well, I don't know. I met you, remember? At that party?
Oh, yes. You saved my life. Oh, I am eternally yours, Algernon Wasp, purveyor of the exotic and the exquisite. Enchanté.
Enchanté.
Tacitus Kilgore.
How can I help you? May I interest you in a hat, perhaps?
Yes.
How about a nymph? I import them from Brussels. The idiots in this town all want Italian nymphs, but the Italians make the coarsest of marble. I mean, quite frankly, the Baroque is an abomination.
Oh, God.
Now
Absolutely.
That is a land for the connoisseur.
Oh, yes. Yeah, as I always say. But, you know, I'm not really a nymph kind of man.
Oh, of course, too ephemeral. You want something more tangible, more gothic.
Yeah.
I also make corsets. Would you like a corset? I always wear one.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I ride a lot of horses. The whalebone might stick in.
A cup of tea.
Perfect.
Sure.
All right, let's
And
do
what
that.
is it you do, Mr. Kilgore? Are you a gentleman of leisure? An aesthete? An artist?
I suppose I'm kind of an adventurer.
Ha! Yes, of course you are. Here, be careful with the china. Sir, it is French.
Not Belgian?
No. They are Philistines in that area, not to be trusted. Youth, eternally preserved in marble is more their specialty. I fear China will always elude them. Now, why are you here exactly?
I love this guy.
No.
You're an adventurer, a wanderer, a lost soul cast out from heaven?
Sure.
Well, I do pay exceptionally well for certain objects needed for my art.
You do?
I do. Exceptionally well.
Well, what do you need?
Let's see. Right now, I have a couple of commissions. I need at least 15 egret plumes. Good ones, obviously.
Obviously.
Also need 15 assorted orchids. Here's a list.
Okay. I will see what I can do. Thanks for the tea.
Thank you, Tacitus. It'll be very worth your while.
Oh, man, I love that guy. 5 little egret plumes, 5 reddish egret plumes, 5 snowy egret plumes, and 15 Lady of the Night orchids. Okay. I would love a hat. Oh, man. I do declare a hearty what? Well, do what I gotta do, Mason. My daughter just woke up. She said hello to you first before she greeted me. Her name is Sydney. Well, hello, Sydney.
That son of a bitch can swing for all I care.
All right.
So nice to meet you, friend.
Yep.
All right. What do we got? Oh, Charles Châtenay. Hey, while we're here, let's go meet our friend Charles. You get a sense where this is the French Quarter right here. All right, Charles, but the other Charles.
You see this here? Lost your wind, countryman?
Shut the hell up.
Looking for the cheapest whorehouse?
Even legs ladies.
Oh.
Oh, man! Why don't you just kill yourself, shit jerky?
Think about it.
Shit's right. You probably live under the bridge.
Yeah.
Come on, what more you got?
Figure what's worse, me and you are looking at you.
Ooh. Keep it coming.
Hey, you deaf, mister?
When this channel blows up, that's going to be my YouTube comment section. Yep. Absolutely, Skunk. Right now, my YouTube comments are awesome. Which, by the way, if you're watching the VOD, you should leave me a comment. Someday, when these have, you know, when these have 600,000 views instead of 600, that's my YouTube comment section. We asserted dominance by not engaging with them. They ran out of insults. Once they ran out of insults, they look like idiots. Arthur's just sitting there like, yup. Alright, what do we got here?
Hello, sir. Hey, why aren't you working?
Oh, hello there.
Where this is? Ah, there.
No way. Are you serious, Charles? Are you serious? What are you doing?
My friend, it is me, Charles Chatonnet, the painter.
Okay. What are you dressed up like that?
I am a wanted man, persecuted for my art.
As bad as it is, I don't think that the art is the problem.
In Paris, they say leave, go far away. We will never understand you here. I say, I go to Saint-Denis. They say that is not far enough. It seems to me that they were right. But it doesn't matter. Now, I go to South Pacific. They always tell me the light there is perfect for my work.
Well, so long as they weren't telling you that just to get you on the other side of the world.
Perhaps. It doesn't matter. Help me get to the next ship. They are watching the port, and I need a chaperone.
Oh, God.
Okay, come on.
Come on, yes. Yes, you fine mistress. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah.
I won't miss. Civilization. So repressive. So stifling. I can hardly breathe in this city.
Yeah, I kind of know what you mean.
Why I thought I would find my way in a country founded by Puritans, I'll never know. I know those men. I shot on a bar. Quick, behind here. We stay behind here.
Oh my God, this makes me so happy. I kind of want to go with you, man. I want to go with you. Just take me with you.
Those fellers, you shat on their bar?
But of course, I needed to shit. Hey, come on. My excrement was better than any of the drinks they served in there.
Remind me to avoid that place.
Back. The moneylenders. We go another way.
We
go through here. What's this? Quickly! It's nothing. I thought I knew him.
God.
Please do not do that. Get moving, come on.
Good for Arthur, man. Taking it in stride. Oh, man.
You ain't sold none of your work.
There is always a heavy demand for fresh mediocrity, but new kinds of brilliance. Not so much.
The new kinds of deviants?
This is the hole in the fence. We go through there.
Oh, man.
Where you going, pretty lady?
Anywhere you want, mon ami.
Oh my goodness.
This way, to the end of the docks.
I was going to buy the red ones to bring out the colors in your cheeks, but then I thought the blue
Hush!
was
Hey, I may know these people.
But maybe something gayer.
Don't you kiss me again.
We are in Saint Denis, after all. What are you looking at?
That oh, looking at that cute ass lady, right? Yeah.
Wife stealing? You sure got a way of ingratiating yourself for people.
If the purpose of life was to be liked, it would be very boring indeed.
I've developed a feeling the purpose ain't to be hated.
Hate, love, they are the same. I provoke, I challenge, I amuse, do I not?
You do.
Impropriety. A mediocre life is meaningless. A bold life filled with art and truth, dirty truth, that is something that matters.
Look at you, pretty little thing.
Hello, boys.
Come on.
Come on back now, baby.
I love everything about this. I love everything about this. Charles is definitely my favorite character. Oh my god.
Sailors know who they're bunking with.
We have many weeks together. We will get to know each other well.
Well, good luck to all of you.
Relax. Hey, up here. She is my ship.
Oh man. I'm gonna be sad to see you go, Charles.
Let's go.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I got him. He's out here.
Oh shit.
I have a lot of friends around here.
Man, that old man can take a punch.
Stop slapping.
Oh shit.
I am the doing.
Oh shit. Asshole.
Who's talking now, huh? Charles? Come on, you better hope this ship's leaving soon.
Ah, merci, merci. All aboard for the South Pacific. Adieu. Merci, mon ami.
So long. If they don't like you in the islands, keep on going to the South Pole.
Ah, yes. I hear there the light is really fantastic. Ah, au revoir.
Au revoir, my friend. I'm gonna miss him a lot. Fellas. There ain't nothing to see here. Oh, howdy, folks.
This is bad news.
Don't mind me. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. I can't eat canned peaches while I'm in the water. Oh, no. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Good night, sweet prince. Good night. This is how I go. I have a hard time believing that Arthur would be tuckered out that fast. Like, I get it. Swimming's hard, but $143. Holy shit. That's a big hospital bill, but sounds about right. Given we're in the United States. All right, let's go. My lord, now I have done everything. I went to a ball like a fool in a fairy tale. Mayor of Saint Denis. Dutch got us invited by old Senor Bronte, and off we trooped, trussed up like turkeys for Thanksgiving, and waxed and polished and rimped to within an inch of our lives. Bronte did not mingle with the other guests, but lorded over the place like a Roman emperor, deciding who to have killed for his fun. The place was full of drunks, lunatics, liars, and clowns, but the thing was kind of fun. Managed to not get too much trouble, and may have some business. Opportunities on account of enquiries there. We shall see, I guess. Seeing Bill dressed up like an ambassador and awkward as a schoolgirl is one of the funniest moments of my life. Met Evelyn Miller, the writer, which was amazing for Dutch. Met the mayor. Dutch and Hosea seem to think this dump is a world of possibilities. They want to look into the bank and some other business opportunities. We shall see. As long as we can keep ahead of the Pinkertons and Mr. Cornwall and the rest of them for a while, maybe we shall be okay. Went to see that odd fellow, Algernon Wasp, I met at the party. Not sure how to describe him, but I won't forget him anyway. I could not do him justice. Different kind of fella. But he says he'll pay good money for assorted feathers and eggs and whatnot for his creations for various rich women. Gave me a list of things he wants. Found Charles the artist dressed as a streetwalker, trying to flee from assorted men he'd offended, fleeing to the South Seas. Wonder if we'll see him there. Hard to know. Oh. What a night. Is there a,
Everyone here is so selfish. Won't help a stranger.
what about that ticket that we got to the show? I want to know. Algernon's business. There it is. Theater ticket. Ticket to see a stage show. Maybe we already saw the ones that would be for. Boy, what a night this was. I actually think this is probably a good time for me to wrap it up. I'm actually pretty tired. I gotta wake up kind of early tomorrow. So we had a real full night. I think we got Alligator Jesus. We saw Charles off to the South Islands. I think that'll maybe be it for episode 21. There's a lot of good stuff. Again, if you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for taking time out of your day or night to watch me. It's really wonderful that you do it. I hope that this has been entertaining. I hope that my analysis adds a little something to the game for you. Thanks for making it this far. Please leave a comment. I read all of them. I don't respond to all of them, but I do read all of them, and I would love to see what you have to say about it if you weren't able to make it here live. I am live 9:30 p.m., but please make sure you like the video if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up, and if you feel inclined to be a member, hit the join button below the video. And I will very much... Oh, yeah, and also there's a new merch store, www.drmickmerch.com. Link in the description. Get yourself a t-shirt that says you matter or something cool like that. Also, the Voyager album's available on Spotify, Apple Music, and you can download the album on the merch store. But I will catch you all for part 22. Thank you so much for coming out. See you on the next one.